Today. Good morning, everyone. I don't know
Good
why
morning.
my
Morning, good
voice.
morning.
Good.
Morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Sunday, happy morning, faces. The winter doesn't seem to go away. All we want to say is winter, winter, go away, but it doesn't. Uh, then again, fill me in. Which meeting is this? 2 1
Seven.
7.
7. Yes. So everybody's wide awake. Everybody knows it. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to meeting number 270. And now comes the time where I have to say something that is mugged up. Why we come to Toastmasters? We provide positive and you provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to
Improve their
develop.
communication
Yes.
and
I,
it's develop their
I was just asking you to
resulting
fill
in
the greater self confidence
result.
and personal growth. Yes, I mugged
Yeah.
it up, Abhilash. I know. So keep true to this mission statement. If you keep it true to this mission statement, you will see leaps and bounds of improvement in yourself. So don't forget why we come to Toastmasters every Sunday morning, risking the winter cold and avoiding those blankets, the cozy blankets, the only hugs that we get these days because obviously we have Corona. So, yeah, no proximity of people. But then again, yes, that is why we come to Toastmasters. And with this, I hand over the stage. That is like, this is the first time I'll be doing it to the new president, Toastmaster Madhu. Over to you, Madhu.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Just to before I give this hand over the stage to her, few ground rules. Please be at mute all the time because I just realized again I'm the SA, so I have to do my duty. Please be on mute. Avoid crosstalks. Let's maintain decorum of the meeting and do what's required in the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Madhu. Sorry again.
Thank you, Sagar. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, one day there were some kids of 5 to 6 years of age. They were playing football. They were playing very serious game, and the two teams were team one, team two. They were complete with their coaches, uniform, and these two teams were competing with each other. So they were little inefficient, but as they fell over each other while trying to hit the ball. So, but still, they were having fun. In the first half, there was no goal scored, and in the second quarter, when the team one coach, what the team coach one did was he just he just replaced the best player and replaced them with the average player in the team just to see that how things goes on with the game. And but except the goalkeeper was his favorite, and the best performer in the team one was just that goalkeeper was left. And in team two, the coach thought that winning is more important, so he didn't change winning set at all. And the second round started. So the game really took a dramatic change. The exception is going to be like no match to all the professional players, with that to the average players in team two. So team two quickly made two goals in succession. The little was little the little boy was very shocked that he tried his best to stop that goal but wasn't able to because the team two was making goal again and again. So his father was at the field watching his game. So he goes to his father and started crying. He said that, Daddy, I tried so much, but I don't think so that I'll be able to play the rest of the game. So but his father said that I know, beta, you will do it. To the field again and try your best. So that boy went to the field again, now having little confidence in his with him. So he has to face 4 and 5 goal now. But what happens was in sixth goal, he was able to prevent that goal, and that was the best he played at that moment. And at the end of the day, he was very happy. So, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, we fail several times in our life, but the key is not to give up, but to stand for it, to live for it. And just like, of course, our mentors are like father and son relationship, who actually stood by the side to get him to that level. So in Toastmasters, we have several levels that we want to look at, be it dynamic leadership or effective coaching. We may take our first step, but later we step back wondering that how are we going to achieve it. But believe me, once you trust yourself, then you'll able to achieve to that level. So with this, let me see, is there any guest today?
I don't think so.
No. So as of now, there is no guest. So um, with this, I think that it's time to call on to our Toastmaster of the day. Can we have a huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster? Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu, for inviting me on the stage to just start the proceeding of this meeting. So yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I know there is no guest for now, but still, that's a custom I have been following up. So I'm using the word guest. Okay, so the theme of the day. The theme of today is the first day. How many of you remember your first day in this universe? Does anybody remember your first day in this universe, in this world, when you were born? No.
No.
How many of you remember your first day at nursery, in elementary school? No. How many of you remember your first day at university? Raise your hands or just say yes, or because I cannot see everyone. So just you
Yes.
can just yes.
No.
No, because Sagar, you haven't been to any university, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
understand. Okay. So yeah. So Madhu, you said that you remember your first day at college, right?
Yes, Abhilash.
So I would like to just hear some kind of experience, your experience of in very first day of your college in few words.
Okay, so I went to the college. It was very new for me. I didn't know anyone. So once I entered the college, I found a girl. She was actually asking me where should I go, and that reminded me that kind of like.
Okay, so let me just tell you my very first experience of, I won't say it's university first day experience. So I was doing my graduation, and after my graduation, I got entered to one of the STEAM professional courses of my university, that was Master of Computer Application. So I cracked a entrance test, and then it was very first day of my MCA first semester class, and me and my friend Himanshu. So I was just riding my bike. At that moment, I had Discover 125cc bike. So I was just riding my bike. Himanshu was my pillion, and we saw a bunch of girls at the entrance of our department. And like by looking at those girls, I started doing stunt on my bike. And eventually what happened? As I was just making some stunts, the bike slipped, and we both were on the ground. I cannot. The memories of that day when those girls were giggling and laughing on us, it is still fresh with me. And that day, our first day of the university, our first day of that MCA department was completely gone. And I was like, what the hell I have done? That kind of experience you always remember the first day. And those first days are really important to just make you better, to grow yourself in some areas. So I'll be just walking through certain first day experiences as soon as I just go ahead in the meeting. So there are different sections in the meeting. So let me just tell you all guys that In a normal meeting, normal Toastmaster meeting, we have three sections. First is prepared speech section, second is table topic session, and third one is general evaluation. But because of time constraint, we have just kept general evaluation session as part of TMOD's role. So yes, we'll be calling the evaluators, but it will not be a specific person doing the general evaluation of the meeting. It will be me who will be just calling out all the evaluators to just evaluate the meeting. So I'll be just guiding you through that how the meeting will progress in different sections. So first we'll be having the prepared speech section, but before calling our first session, I have a set of players, set of members of my club, set of family members who will be just helping me out to just conduct this meeting smoothly and in a very disciplined way. And for that, I would like to call our first role player. Our first role player is Toastmaster Amit Panda, who is just playing the role of a timer. So yes, Toastmaster Amit Panda.
Yeah, hello,
Um,
hello everyone. Are you able to listen me?
Yes.
Okay. So the today's theme is our first experience, right? So at every stage of our life, we have a different experience. Whether at the stage of when we are going to school, or when we are going to college, when we are joining a firm, it's a matter of time. We not feel the same experience at the time of joining a company like when joining a school in a childhood, right? So everything is related to the time. So hello Toastmaster. uh, I am the timer of the day, and my job is to time every speeches uh, in the whole meeting. And I'm going to use different flashcards to show, like a green, amber, and red. Let me share my screen for the Madhu. I'm not able to share my screen. I think it is disabled.
Okay. Toastmaster Digant, can you please make him co-host?
Hello.
Toastmaster Digant. Okay, till the time you please continue.
Yeah. So there are some rules for the different stages. For the ox roll player, there is a minimum time of 1 minute. Average time is 1.5 minutes, and the maximum time is 2 minutes. So I will show green card after completing 1 minute, show amber card after completing 1.5 minutes, and show red card after completing 2 minutes. For prepared speech, the minimum time is 4 minutes, average time is 5 minutes, and maximum time is 6 minutes only for the icebreaker speech. And for the remaining speech, it is minimum time is 5 minutes, average time is 6 minutes, and maximum time is 7 minutes. Therefore, I will show green card at 5 minutes, average card, amber card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. For table topic session, the minimum time is 8 minutes, average time is 9 minutes, and maximum time is 10 minutes. After that, we have a break, and after that, we have a evaluator session in which we have minimum time 1 minute, average time 1.5 minute, and maximum time is 2 minutes. I will submit my report at the end and let you know who is qualified. Thank you.
okay. So thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Okay, so before you just go back to your normal routine, I have a question to you. So can you please share me your experience for the first day at Toastmasters?
Yeah, so on the first day when I came in the hall, because it is a offline meeting, and sorry, I had a online meeting, but I'm not able to feel something new at that time. When I came to the second meeting on the offline meeting, I feel hesitated or something like introvert because never joined that type of meeting. And the table, that is round table, make me feel more hesitated. And I remember that when you asked me, tell me about yourself. At that moment, I actually forgot my name also. I I'm going to tell my brother's name. And that hesitation make me feel laughing after I exit the meeting. That how does it happen? But that's why I'm there to overcome this feeling and hesitation.
Perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. So
Yeah,
I believe
welcome.
that your first day at Toastmaster, your fear of public speaking will go away with your like continuous efforts in making yourself better in public speaking platform. And Toastmaster, believe me, is the best platform you can ever get to hone your public speaking skills. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. So now coming to our next role player. Our next role player is someone who is like very passionate about public speaking, but he has taken a lot of time to just join this platform as a Toastmaster. And he has just taken his first day or first step towards becoming a professional speaker. And that person is Toastmaster Mehul, the grammarian of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehul.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, Mehul.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhilash. It's a really very good intro for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good morning, Honorable President, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest. I am the grammarian of the day, and one I want to start my speech intro with a amazing quote by the American writer John Didion. You may know. She said, "Then grammar is like a piano. I play by ears. All I know about grammar is its power." Okay, so I must be proceeding with my today's role. So, dear friends, I am the grammarian of the day. So, as being a grammarian, my role is to note down good usages and the not so good usage of the language, as well as the grammatical error made by speaker and the role players. Use of other language like Hindi should be avoided. If really needed, speaker need to give the English meaning of such word from the other language as well. I shall also keep a note on the pronunciation mistake in the speeches. And being a grammar, I shall also keep a track on the number of time a word of the day has been used by different speaker, and also monitor the appropriate and inappropriate use of the word of the day. So the word of day is something like difficult to pronounce, I may believe, in the group. That is recrudescence. Recrudescence. That means revival or reappearing in the active existence, or breaking out afresh or into a renewed activity. And here are some few examples of the recrudescence are as follows. His good habits has begun to recrudescence. Jack Ma recrudescence for the first time after being out for public eyes from months. So I request everyone to acknowledge the presence of the usage of this word by giving a thumbs up just like this. And I will be showing my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul. Okay, so I have the same question. Like, so your first day at Toastmasters, how was your experience?
Sure. Actually, first day I was like a guest. It's been a long time. I just planning over the internet, webbing around to join this meeting, and finally, with a close dear friend, which I call my mentor as well, I actually came in the meeting. And no matter I did what I speak in stumbling voice, but I feel good about this. I was there in my any in my initiative that I wanted to, that I think I actually did to just enter. But after that, I was very much busy for exam schedules and all the stuff. But finally, with all due help of assistant of great people like you also, Vilash and Digant, I am able to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul. And we just believe that you'll definitely hone your public speaking skills going forward in your Toastmaster journey. Trust me, this really happens. Okay, so now coming to our next role player. Our next role player is someone who is technically very sound, but when it comes to public speaking, he somehow stammers. He hasn't got that kind of courage to speak it in front of public, and he really needs to work on that. So that's the reason he has come to Toastmasters, and he has been with us since long. And I welcome Toastmaster Dilip, who is the R counter of the today for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Dilip.
Thank you, Abhilash. Good morning, dear Toastmasters and role players. Uh, I'm the counter of the day. My first day in school, as first day in our school, college, and university, uh, we notice we hesitate to each other for asking something and discussing any topics and take more pauses and no more longer conversations. So, as in this way, I will analyze uh, long pauses, and other unlike words, and make reports and submit to at end of the meeting. And over to you, Postmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dilip. So I have the similar question to that. Your Toastmaster, so your first day at Toastmaster experience.
Yeah, actually, I heard about Toastmaster from YouTube. One speaker, BSR. Then I search on Google and found some numbers and rating and calling to respected number. And that's number was of TMOD Avilas and contact to him. And I was asked every question respect of TMOD, how to join. So then I join after 1 week, and I join actually meeting is start at 10. I reached over there at 10:30. So I I was calling again and again to uh, Avilas, and thank to him he support me and continue supporting me day by day. And
Thank
thank
you,
you, Avilas.
Toastmaster Dilip. And okay, so now this comes to a conclusion of all those role players introduction. Tag team, we just call it Toastmaster. Now just coming to our next session, which is really a very important session of the meeting, and that one is prepared speech section. So in today's prepared speech section, what will happen? The speakers will come and deliver their prepared speeches, and there is a proper time limit for them, and that time limit has already been mentioned by our timer of the day. So let's just begin with our first session, that is prepared speech session. And then for that, I would like to call. So I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm pretty much confused about the order of the speeches. So Toastmaster Digant, can you please confirm? Is it first Digant and then Pooja, or
First Pooja.
okay? So now we have someone who will be who will be having her first day of speech at Toastmasters today. Toastmaster Pooja is actually going to deliver her icebreaker. And in icebreaker, there is a custom. So whenever a speaker delivers his or her icebreaker, all the audience in the room gives a standing ovation. So I request everyone to give a standing ovation. But before calling Toastmaster Pooja to deliver her icebreaker, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Bhavyata, to read out her speech objective. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, Toastmaster Pooja will be delivering her level 1 project 1 speech. The purpose of the project for the member is to introduce herself in the club and learn basic structure of public speaking. So I wish all the best to Toastmaster Pooja for her first speech. Over to you, TM Moody.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavika. So let's welcome our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Pooja, a sunflower girl. A sunflower girl, Toastmaster Pooja. Over to you.
You are on
You are
mute.
on mute. Yeah, now you are audible, I think.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
So thank you, TMOD, fellow Toastmasters and guest. So I'm a HR professional working in Gurgaon. For me, it's like spending my whole week on employee welfare and ending my week with my personal welfare. I came to know about Delhi Toastmasters when I attended one of the writing workshops, and from then on, I started exploring it on Instagram and connected with Toastmasters. I participated as a guest initially, hesitating a lot and doubted myself if I ever will be good at delivering speeches or sharing my thoughts on any random topic. Then I got introduced to Piyush. He guided me very well, and I must say, he's a very kind and friendly person. He has always encouraged me and pushed me to join Delhi Toastmasters. So after I insisted, I took up a role of a grammarian as a guest. And I must say, it was the most amazing learning experience for me. He actually did a good follow up and he made sure that I must join Delhi Toastmasters. So finally, the day has come. I can proudly call myself as a Toastmaster, and I'm quite grateful to be a part of this wonderful group. Uh, Now, I would love to share the reasons as in why I have joined Delhi Toastmasters. So, my first reason is I want to learn the art of storytelling. And my second reason is to discover my new version and mold my personality in a very positive way. And my third an important reason is to develop my leadership skills and use my creativity to the fullest. So, I would like to wish all of you a flowery morning. Now, you all must be wondering that why it is flowery. Today in Delhi Toastmasters, we have a very special guest, and she is a sunflower girl. Let me tell you a short story. This is a story of a girl who is a bold archer and a sunflower lover. She loved to explore mysterious forest, and she had her best friend, an elephant who she fondly named as Olive. Olive actually had the magical flower to talk, but unfortunately, she only talked in Marathi. Something went wrong with the magic, actually. Something she really wished from the heart was to have a Google translator ready with her. So this is the end of the story. Well, this was just a fictional story. Now I would like to start with a real life story of a girl who loves sunflowers and how she went through the inner transformation. This story is about growth, hope, and believing in oneself. So when she first started her schooling, she was quite curious and excited. Those were the most beautiful days. She was truly living peacefully. No worries, no self judgment, and no self doubts. After she grew up and reached her teenage, she started doubting her capabilities a lot. Underconfident, feeling peer pressure, no friends to talk to. The only thing she was dealing was her low self esteem, and she was finding it hard to adjust herself in a society who was constantly letting her down, forcing herself to become flawless. and letting herself live in the illusions of having a perfect personality which never existed in real life. After going through ups and downs, she started realizing her worth, and she began with the process of loving herself and accepting herself completely. She started making friends and did good in her studies. She started believing in herself, but she still lacked courage to face people and participate in school events. After she started her graduation, she took a decision that now she will be challenging herself. Uh, and she will not give up, no matter how tough the situations get. She started becoming more active in the events. She even won them. Then she saw her personality transforming gradually. She felt proud of herself. But still, somewhere inside, she was still scared, and fears were haunting her day and night. After graduation, she took her first job and she decided to leave after a few months as it was not something she wanted to do. She took that tough decision and went against people. She was told on her face that she is not capable enough and will not be able to survive in this corporate world. Few months passed, finally decided to opt for a profession which she loved to do. It was a smooth journey and she earned her identity and proved everyone wrong. She also got rewarded for her hard work. But during that period, she lost her mother. And again, she went through that emotional distress. But she gathered herself pieces by pieces. Her mother had a dream. She wanted her to grow personally and professionally and become independent. That girl knows her mother is watching her up from the heaven, and she knows that that girl will fulfill the promises made to her mother and will make her proud one day. So her friends called her a fighter, brave girl. She's growing stronger every day. She will not give up easily and is determined to live a meaningful life and attain all her goals. Her journey so far has been with lots of downfalls, but now she has learned to value relationships, be grateful, feel blessed, and accepted the fact that life will never go as per the plans. Sometimes we just have to accept that uncomfortable feeling and make ourselves flexible in this unpredictable world. You struggle, you grow, and you glow like a sunflower. So she's standing tall, facing the sun, holding her head high, and celebrating herself for who she is as a person. So, this was the simple story of a girl who has recently joined Toastmasters and is delivering her first icebreaker speech today. Hope my story has inspired you all and hope you all are feeling the flowers blooming in your heart. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. So may I request everyone to just at least stand up on their chair and wherever you are, and have an applause for Toastmaster Pooja for a wonderful speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. Yeah, you can sit now.
Thank
But
you.
thank you, Toastmaster Pooja, for a wonderful speech. I must say that I was continuously glued to your speech, and you had a very good start. I wish you all the best in future. Now,
Thank you.
yeah. So now our second speaker is someone who is really a passionate Toastmaster, I must say. I haven't seen a Toastmaster as passionate as him. He thinks about Toastmaster. He sleeps whenever he sleeps. He always have that kind of Toastmaster thing in his mind, and I must comment on this part. So yeah. So before calling our next speaker, let me just call his evaluator. His evaluator is Toastmaster Sagar Narak to tell everybody his speech objective.
Thank
Toastmaster
you,
Digant.
Toastmaster Abhilash. Yes, today Toastmaster Digant will deliver his Level 5 Project 1 speech from the Pathways Effective Coaching. So best of luck, Digant. And the speak objective for his today's speech is the purpose of this first speech from level 5 is for the member to introduce his or plan and version. So best of luck, Digant. Looking forward to your speech.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Toastmaster Digant. It's my turn to just
Yeah.
invite you on the stage. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. Now let me help me welcome our second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Digant. Let's revitalize. Let's revitalize Toastmaster. Digant, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thanks, Mr. Toastmaster. May I request every one of us to switch on our videos because this is really going to be an interactive speech. Toastmaster Sonal, guest Rahul, or Toastmaster Rahul. You can also switch on the video. Madhu, you can also switch on. So, friends, here we go. Friends, I need to ask certain questions to you. Can all of you tell me about what all social medias are there where you are active? One person can take one social media platform's name, and mind it, please don't take the name of WhatsApp because we don't talk about universities here. So please,
Sora,
okay, Pura, please,
Insta,
Instagram,
LinkedIn.
Twitter.
LinkedIn, Twitter. Anyone else?
Facebook, YouTube,
Facebook, YouTube, good.
Telegram.
Telegram,
Signal.
that's also
Signal.
Tinder.
Signal.
Sing. Okay, signals. Okay, thanks. So, can any one of you tell me on which platforms, except Toastmaster Bhavyata, can anyone tell me on which platforms our club has presence?
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Okay,
LinkedIn, Twitter, Pura, Instagram.
okay. So it happened few days back that I was searching through this social media presence of our club, and I came across the fact that we already had a LinkedIn account and we already had a YouTube account, YouTube channel of our club, which has been lying inactive since a long time. So I came up with a plan, with a vision. My vision has three simple points. My first point is, and it is the main point, that we will be revitalizing or doing recrudescence of our social media network on YouTube as well as on LinkedIn. That's going to be our main vision, that we are going to revitalize these both platforms for our clubs. Now, for my second point of vision, may I ask how many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with the fact that my membership with Delhi Toastmasters is not going to be permanent? I need a raise of hands. Come on, let's be practical. Yes, my membership with Delhi Toastmasters will not be permanent, but there is one thing that I will be taking from Delhi Toastmasters which will be permanent. Can any one of you guess? Can any one of you guess? That thing
Friend,
can't be changed. Sorry?
friendship, friendship, your
Anyone
affection
else?
about
Memories.
Memories? Anyone else?
your vision, which you have
Learn,
done for the Daily Toastmaster.
learning.
Anyone else? So it will be my skills that I have gained from Delhi Toastmasters, which will remain permanent with me, which I will be taking through all the facets in life. So in our second point of vision, we will be closely observing, in our team, we will be closely observing and working upon each and every task related to these two social media platforms. And we will be noting them down for our personal growth, most importantly. So keeping track of personal growth of each and every team member is going to be second most important thing on our agenda in this vision. Now coming to the second portion, to the third portion, sorry, of my vision. As we all know that earlier Toastmaster Abhilash was president. Now this recycling of leadership happens. So Toastmaster Madhu is now president. After Toastmaster Madhu, someone else will be the president. So this recycling happens. Third, but one of the most important part of our agenda will be to actually prepare other people to take up this task of maintaining the presence on these three social media places. So this recycling of leadership regarding these social media platforms should be continuing. And we have a time horizon for this task. This project will be running as a pilot project till first week of April, just the first week after our renewals end. And most importantly, this project is zero without the presence of one factor, that is team members. So in my team, I will be roping in some of the experienced Toastmasters across the world regarding these two social media platforms who will be guiding us, including our club's VPPR, who will be guiding us regarding how we are going to proceed. Apart from this, in our team, every member will be having chance to do all the tasks. We will be dividing the tasks among us, and everyone will be having chance to do each and every task and learn from them. And friends, I urge you all that this is not just my team, this is not just a team of few people, this is a team of entire club. I urge you all to give me suggestions regarding this, and I urge you all to participate in this vision so that we can create a strong social media presence for our club. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Digant, for a wonderful speech. Okay, so uh, so that concludes our first section of the meeting. That is a prepared speech section. But this prepared speech section, you all of all of you have observed that. Sorry, Toastmaster Digant, you are saying something. Um,
Votings will be
okay, I'll just
ballots.
call for the voting. I'll just call for the voting. So let me just complete. So, so this all of you guys have just witnessed that how confident these speakers were, and this confidence is not that it was just built in a single day. They have done a lot of practice. They have been on the stage multiple times, and the art of this public speaking they have actually mastered by practicing at the Toastmaster platform. So before going for voting, I have a question to all of you. Can anybody share me his very first public speaking experience? First day at public speaking platform. Other hands, please. I would like to see other hand. Can anybody help me out with this? Okay, Amit, Toastmaster Digan, and who else is raising his hand? Bhavita, Madhu. I can see a lot of people are just feeling excited about sharing his experience. Okay, Toastmaster Sonal, Toastmaster Rahul are not on video. Okay, so I would give this chance to speak about your first public speaking experience to Toastmaster Bhavita.
So my first public speaking experience was in school where I stammered for 2 minutes. Like I was in complete silence because I had forgotten one line from my speech, and this made me so anxious that my friends, which who were standing at the back, they started laughing. And this made me more anxious that why I'm standing here if I don't remember my speech properly. But after joining Toastmasters, I realized that even if you are forgetting a one line, just move ahead. Like, just complete your speech and thought uh, within 5 minutes, and just forget whatever mistakes you are making, because those mistakes will happen and you learn from it. So this
And
is
run away from this stage. Okay, so I'm not sure whether how many of you just know my first public speaking experience. I have already delivered a speech on that, and my first public experience was in a girls hostel, and it completely turned out to be a drastic experience because as soon as I started, girls started shouting me, hooting me, and like my confidence was like completely shattered. So I'm not just going to talk about that, but yes, I have a video of that, and that video will just definitely make you laugh. And whosoever have witnessed that speech must have enjoyed that speech, because that was completely from my heart, and I was like, what the hell is happening with me on the stage? So that's how my first public speaking experience, my first day at public speaking platform went bad, so bad that I had to just regain my confidence again and join Toastmaster later. And then I actually learned this skill. Now what happens, Babita, as you already mentioned, that what happens when you forget some line in a speech, you have prepared so hard, you have you have like crammed your speech 10 times, 12 times, and suddenly what happens, you miss one line, your confidence definitely gets shattered. But my point is, my stake on this kind of situation is that even if you just forget one line, it's only you know what you have to deliver. The audience doesn't know that what you are going to speak. Whatever you are delivering is actually the actual content the audience will find from you. It's only you know that you have made a mistake. You have forgotten one line. They do not know. So never ever feel um, anxious or conscious and like stammering. Just do not stammer if you forget some line. Just continue from that point, and then definitely you will make it, and people will definitely clap for you. So that's one of my personal suggestion, personal finding, which I have found throughout my this public speaking tenure as of now. So yes, this concludes our very first session of Toastmasters meeting. Okay, so now voting lines are open. So can I have Toastmaster Digant or to share the votes, or like to launch the polling? Yeah, best speaker. So before calling for the polling, let me ask Toastmaster Amit, is there any kind of disqualification you found?
Uh, Abhilash, according to me,
Mhm.
both are disqualified because both of them
So I'm
crossed
confused.
their maximum
Time.
limit.
Okay. So can you please tell me what was the time for Toastmaster Pooja and Toastmaster
Yeah,
Digant?
for Pooja, it is 6 minutes 57 seconds,
Okay. For
and
Toastmaster Digant?
for Digant, it is 7 minutes 40 seconds.
Okay. So this means both are disqualified for polling. So let's just move to our next session of the meeting. That is table topic session. And for that, I would like to call Toastmaster. Can anybody guess who is the Toastmaster, table topic master?
Madhu,
Rahul.
Madhu.
Guys,
As per
what
agenda,
option?
it is Madhu. As per Abhilash, I don't know.
Actually, I forgot that who was the table topic master. That's the reason I asked you guys. Okay, so let me
Clever.
welcome
So these are the
Toastmaster.
you have to be clever sometimes, like Abhilash, if you are on the stage. Great job, Abhilash.
Thank you. So let me help me welcome Toastmaster Madhu for the most interesting session of the day. That is table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Madhu. Thank
Thank you, TM Modi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
Good
morning.
Good
morning,
morning.
Madhu.
Yes, now it seems to be good morning. So, we have seen two fantastic speeches this morning, haven't we? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. But in real life, you often don't have the luxury of being able to plan what you are going to say in advance. So, one of the most exciting portion of Toastmasters meeting is table topic session. And the main objective of this session is to enhance your impromptu speaking communication skills to effectively think on your feet by answering the unrehearsed question. So, this session will help you to improve your four communication skills. First, listening, then thinking, organizing, and speaking. Once I'll give you the topic, you'll listen to it, then think about the topic, organize it in a way, and just speak. So, the timing for table topic session will be 1 to 2 minutes. You can speak no more than 2 minutes. So, let's start with the session. Who wants to volunteer first? Can I see the raise of hands, or someone please shout out your name who wants to participate? Mm,
Sagar is raising his hand.
okay, Sagar. The topic for you is, Am I audible? Am I audible? Toastmaster Sagar. Over.
Oh, I thought she's asking me is she audible
Even I was
because
just
there's
thought. I thought.
yes. Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? For the last 9 months, this is the only line that comes out of my mouth every single day, apart from good morning. This is the only line. Yes, we have shifted from offline meetings to online meetings. Yes, this is the new normal. Yes, this is now how things transpire. And this is the only line that you will hear it pervasively throughout, be it as an office meeting, be it in your college class where teacher is shouting and then she suddenly realizes I'm on mute and then she checks how I'm audible. And third, be it a Toastmaster meeting. This is the only line. So I am just wondering someday somebody is going to name their child as Am I audible? The most common line. Yes, and this is what we do every day. This is the new normal, man, and it comes with its own hazard, and this is it. And this takes me back to the old days when we didn't have to actually think about whether I'm audible or I'm not audible. The best part was I knew right from the reaction whether they're listening to me or not, forget about hearing me. That was the beauty of when I was there in an offline meeting. And I'm looking forward to it every first and third Sunday. That yes, we'll all get together. I'll say a few things, you'll share your reaction, and I'll get to know what and how you are perceiving my thoughts. And I don't have to check with you. Hey, I'm audible. Hey, did you listen to me? Because I could see on your face right there and then that yes, I was audible. Did I make an impact or not? It is all clear, crystal clear on each and everyone's face. So, yeah, I see a lot of blank faces now, but believe you me, when you are there in the meeting, every face says something. So, did you guys listen? Am I audible? Thank you.
Yeah.
Can we have an applause, please? Yes. So, who wants to go next? Who all are raising their hands? Oh,
Bhavita, Pooja, Abhilash.
yes. So, Toastmaster Bhavita, the topic for you is, You have forgotten my name, haven't you? You have forgotten my name, haven't you, Toastmaster Bhavita?
It's a nice topic actually. So, I have different names. One calls me Bhav, one calls me Bhavya, one calls me, my mom calls me Bhavu, and my father calls me Bhava, and my grandmother used to call me Bhavya, and my friends used to call me Bhavta, and my cousins call me Bhavta. So I'm confused right now that what is my name? People call me with different names, people pronounce it incorrectly. So it becomes very messy that what's my name? So yeah, like if someone I tell that my name is Bhavita Vathavan, my teachers used to tell me uh, used to tell me Bhavita Wadhwan. So they used to, everyone had their different pronunciation for my name, and lately I've forgotten that what is my name. So this is it. Over to you, Madhu.
Thank you, Bhavita. It seems that I have selected this topic just for you. So,
Like even I used to call her Babita Vadhavan.
uh, so next I have a topic for two people. I need two people.
I think Mehul and Pooja were raising their hands, so you could just call them Mehul and Pooja.
So Toastmaster Mehul, you want to watch movie at home, and Toastmaster Pooja wants to watch movie at theater. Okay, so you both need to convince each other for whatever uh, you want to. Yes, over to you both.
Okay, so I want to watch movie at home. So Pooja, do you think watching movie at home is more comfortable, right? We are not required to go outside in winter. We can chill out in the heater and have our own food without going in the winter and shivering around, having a second thought, having our Amazon Prime subscription, and we can relax well. And what do you say?
I think it will be good if we go to the theater and watch movie, because there will be some good sound effects which I will really like. If if that movie is great, so that movie is like, if suppose it is a must watch, then you should watch it with more sound effects, and that is possible only in a theater, not at home.
Yes, I reckon that. But going into theater, we are required to have some time for traveling. But if you want to watch at home, we just start the TV right away, and we can watch the movie whichever we want from the stack of a lot of movies in the online. But
It's okay, but if you want to have a good experience, like which you'll remember, and for that also the memory will be created. So I think I will prefer going to in the theater only.
okay, great. So that's it for us, for me actually. Over to you, Toastmaster Madhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul and Toastmaster Pooja. So for the next topic, two contestants are needed. So Toastmaster Dilip and the other one is, can we have,
Amit can take Amit.
yes, Amit, do you want to?
I don't, but I'm not able to calculate the time because it's too messy for me. Is
Can
it
I will
I,
try
okay?
I,
to
I
Calculate.
count. I will.
I will calculate the timing for you.
No
Yes.
one.
Okay,
So
fine, fine.
Toastmaster and the other one is Toastmaster Dilip.
Okay, fine.
One of you is teach.
Sorry, just
Let,
sorry to
let,
just watch out for the chat. I will write the color of the screen in chat.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
sorry
okay.
to.
it's okay then. So Toastmaster Dilip, you are a teacher, and Toastmaster Amit, you are a child. So teacher is scolding his student for not completing his homework. So over to you, Toastmaster Dilip and Toastmaster Amit.
Okay.
Hi Amit,
Hi, sir.
how are you?
Fine, sir.
Are you completing homework?
Uh, Sir, actually, I am trying to complete it, but my father got sick, and I have to take him to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And when I am returning, my clothes get wet because it's raining, and
Mm-hmm.
I have to wash the clothes so that I will wear it for tomorrow. That's why I'm not able to complete my homework.
Okay. I met your father tomorrow, and
Sir,
I
he's
I
not
I
he's
I,
not well,
I
and the doctor said nobody will able to meet him.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And I met him, and I took a tea with him, and discussion around 10 minutes.
Sir, you can
Yeah,
tell
he
me.
he
I will
complained.
convey your message to him.
No,
Uh,
no, 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 no. I he complained about you. He did not complete his task and playing all over days, and he looking fine. Not and you said
yeah, I told you
he
he's not.
visit in hospital, but
I told you he's not well and he not able to remember something that he already told.
no, no,
So
no.
don't take him serious.
I'm asking. I was asking him. He told me he's fine. He's fine. And where you live?
Sir, leave it, sir, please.
No, no, no.
He
Weather
will going to beat me, sir, please.
no, because because 10 days weather is very good, and you told me you did not complete your task because
Sir,
of.
I will do it. I will definitely do it
Okay,
tomorrow. Sir, please don't go to my father. Please, 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 please.
it's repeating your words again and again. And last time you take leave um because of your dada's death.
Sir,
Yeah,
actually, he's alive.
no, yeah. I'm
Sir, we have a football match and I have to go there. That's why. Sir,
I met
last time, forgive me. I will do not repeat
I
this again.
I met your dada's bhoot yesterday. You
Sir,
told me
sorry.
your dada is dead.
Sir, I will repeat the homework twice, but don't go to my father. Please, please, please.
Okay, it's your last time.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you, sir.
okay,
Thank you, thank you,
okay. Thank you, TMOD. It's over to
thank you,
you.
everyone.
And it doesn't seem that you were the teacher Toastmaster Dilip, as you were so soft spoken, and I haven't seen such a soft spoken teacher scolding his student. So
Uh, yeah, I'm just holding his mistake. Uh, as he told me, his father is not well.
yeah,
I punished him when he met me.
cool. So can we have the last topic? So Toastmaster Mehul, do you want to take up?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, so your topic is first app you check in morning. First app you check in morning, Toastmaster Mehul.
Okay. The first app I check in this morning is Samsung S Health app actually. This is a very amazing app which provide me a great amount of tracking of my day, how much I sleep and how much I took steps and how much hours I'm active. So it's a really good app for as it track about long term tenure, like for the last week, how much I am active and walking around in the blocks and having cycling. It tracks all my activities, even the foods and the calories content I have intaken and the amount of excess sleep or laziness. I also track that is even if I am sometimes slept over, I just note it down because one day is fine, but if I cannot make it repeat again and again. So this really helped me a lot to improve, to gain good habits and become well. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhu. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehul. We got to know about this app from you. Hope this will work for every one of us and we'll really try this. So that was the topic for today's session. So can we have the polling, please, Toastmaster Digant? Timer, can you please tell who all are qualified?
Mine and Dilip and mine.
Are you telling me like who all are qualified
It's three
in this?
minutes, right?
Yes, we are giving 2 to 4 minutes for double speech, two speech.
It's around three, na? So okay, I think everybody is qualified. Yeah,
Okay,
everybody is
so
qualified.
we can vote. Toastmaster Digant, please.
Madhu and Amit, you can post your votes to me.
So with this, let me call the TMOD of the day. So over back to TMOD, Toastmaster Abhilash. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu, for a wonderful table topic session. It was really entertaining. All of the participants were really great in their table topic speeches, starting from Sagar to Mehul. Everybody have shown their courage and that kind of expertise in table topic session, and that comes with practice. And practice is actually happen at Toastmaster platform, as I already mentioned multiple times. Okay, now coming to our next session, that is evaluation or general evaluation session. Since we, just because of time constraint, we are not having a proper general evaluation after the whole meeting. We'll be simply calling the evaluators. But before calling evaluators, let me ask you all a very simple question. How many have been to a flight? Almost everyone, right? So may I ask anyone, just share your first day at the flight? Anyone who has been to flights and want to share your experience with the flight, first experience with the flight?
I want to.
Toastmaster thing. And who else is raising his hand? Toastmaster Sagar.
Me.
I want to
Sonal is
Toastmaster
also.
Sonal. So here we have our Toastmaster Sonal who will be sharing her very first experience of flight. Yes, over to you, Toastmaster.
So means, I was going somewhere, and it was my first trip by flight. So we were already late, and we were in Uber, and we saw that our flight was one one at 1 2 p.m, and we reached very late, and we were not sure about our terminal also. So we got late due to terminal confusion as well. So we we reached to airport through um, by Uber, and then that Uber left us on a wrong terminal due to our own mistakes. Then we took a taxi from there to the actual terminal where we went, where from where where we had to take our flight. And then we were very late, and our names were announcing there, and we were literally running at the airport, and we were the only person in the bus which from airport to the flight. So that was my first experience.
Okay, thanks for sharing your wonderful experience, your first flight experience. Let me share you mine. Okay, so my first flight experience was an international one. Okay, and I got to know from my co-passenger, my colleague. She told me, okay, in international flights they just give you liquor. Okay, so that complimentary liquor, and I was like, oh god, my day is now made. So as soon as the air hostess came to me, she just asked me that, sir, which drink you want. I said that, okay, red label scotch I would like to have, and she just gave me some 30 ml to 40 ml in a glass, small glass. After I just had that one glass, I had that craving of having one more. But these air hostesses are really smart. They just go and do not come back for a refill. And then I was just like having that kind of craving of just having one more drink. I just like press the signal to just call a air hostess. She came to me, sir, would you like to have? I said her, I want one more um, uh, red label shot. She said, okay, sir, I'll bring you in few minutes. And like 20 minutes passed and nobody came. Again, I just press again that signal, and then again air hostess came running. Now this time I was like so much frustrated. What I told her, okay, so I just asked her to just look at the food, and the food was so bad. I asked her, "Do you see this food?" Well, yes, sir. Well, I cannot even swallow a single bite without having that liquor. So can you please get me that one glass of liquor more? And she said, sir, I'm just I'm just bringing. And then eventually she rushed to her cockpit and then brought me one red level pack again. And I was like champion. So I had so that was my very first flight experience. And my co-passenger, my colleague was saying, Avlas, what you are doing? And like, I'm doing nothing. I'm just having my complimentary thing with me. So this happens. Okay, so when you just go to fights, so a lot of people have that kind of anxiety that okay, they feel like they're feeling like headache and all and dizziness and all. But fortunately, I didn't have that kind of anxiety and dizziness in my flight experience. But yes, trust me, a lot of people have that kind of problem. So now that all of we have just talked about a lot of experience, personal experience about flight experience, first day and all. But yes, first days are always important because they teach you something, they make you learn something, they make you grow. That's the reason the first day are always important. Now, coming to our next session, the evaluation session. I would like to call our first evaluator to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Pooja, Toastmaster Bhavita. Toastmaster Bhavita, over to you. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So, I'll be evaluating Toastmasters Pooja's speech using CRS approach, commendations, recommendations, and summary. So, Toastmaster Pooja, congratulations for your first icebreaker speech. You wonderfully weaved your story. You started with a formal introduction that you are HR professional, and then slowly you added different elements in your speech, be it creative elements like sunflower, and you also added some emotional elements which made my eyes, you know, watery with tears. And actually, I could feel those moments of Pooja, Toastmaster Pooja, whatever she was saying in her speech. This also, your speech also helped the audience to stay glued on the screen, which is actually very difficult to connect that emotional feeling when you have online meetings. So you manage that well as well with different elements in your, you have a different voice, different uh, you have a beautiful voice actually, which is actually apt for this icebreaker speech that you delivered. So kudos on that point, and that's a cherry on cake on your speech, of your speech. Now, as this was your first icebreaker speech, so I have only just two recommendations for you of this speech. That it seemed like you were reading your speech uh, as it was your first speech, so no worries, but make sure that whenever you deliver your next speech, try and avoid reading your speech and just come with your thoughts and deliver what's in your mind. So that will actually test your public speaking skills and will definitely hone your public speaking skills. So at the end, uh, it was a wonderful speech from your side. And if you practice more and deliver more speeches to hone your public speaking skills, definitely you will become a good public speaker with such a beautiful voice. So over to you, TMOD Abhilash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavita, for wonderful evaluation. I could really echo the words we have already mentioned about Toastmaster Pooja's evaluation, that she had proper clarity in her voice, was completely understandable. And during this online meetings, it is really important to have that kind of clarity in your voice. Kudos on that part. So now just let me just call the next evaluator who will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Digant. Let me welcome Toastmaster Sagar. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, and I heard that Loki aa rahi hai. Okay. Oh, so Toastmaster Digant delivered his level 5 project 1 speech from the manual effective coaching. I'll be using the CRS approach, the commendation, recommendation, and summarization to evaluate his speech. Starting off the six commendations, the first one, he had a ideal structure to the speech. There was opening, there was a body, and there was closing. If I talk about the content, he made sure what he wanted to say. His clarity was apt. The three visions he had for the club: the first, strengthening the presence of the strengthening the presence of the club on social media platforms; second, keeping a track of members' performance; and third, making sure that the first two visions are carried forward by the future leaders. Third, he closed the statement with the urgence to everyone that please contribute to the vision of the club, and it's easy. And that is a sign of a true leader. He was confident in his abilities, he showcased his apt vocabulary usage also. I would say,
Is it only me who's not okay?
okay, I hope everyone is, yeah, okay.
Yes,
So,
continue.
yes. So, I would say 60% of the objective of the speech objective was achieved. Now, we all know the key word for the winners is preparation. So, now I'll give three recommendations to the Guns speech and obviously the speaker so that he can shine when it matters. First, I believe he was having an off day because I could certainly feel that certain sentences were fragmented, like Abhilash when he said, I urge you all. So the flow, the sync was not there. It sometimes felt that the sentences were fragmented, was not a pause that should have been there. So I believe that was an off day and it can be certainly improved. Second, a good leader, yes, he knows what the vision is, but he also distinctly identifies how and when how he can achieve those visions. So I believe that content could have been better. He could have shared how he wants to do all those things and achieve that vision. Third, but not the last but not the least, is time limit. The best of the speeches you can give, you can make the audience cry, but if you don't adhere by the time limit, it's all in the vain, believe you me. So concentrate on the time limit. And since you are a Toastmasters for a long time, an experienced Toastmaster, so why not? You should keep that in mind and make sure that every time you're bang on time. So all in all, yes, it was a great speech. There was clarity. There was six commendation, three recommendation, and I hope you keep honing your commended the points which I commended upon and work upon those recommendations. That will be all. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar, for a wonderful evaluation. Again, you have always proved that how much skilled and how confident you are when you are evaluating someone. And that's properly, I can see every time that you always use that kind of approach, which always encourages the speaker to do better in the next speech. Kudos on that part. Now coming to the last session, and there is no last session. It's just going to be the end of the meeting, and
Abhilash,
I will. No, no, I'm not just closing the meeting right now. Okay, there are a lot of things before we just close. Okay, don't be such kind of impatient to speak out that okay, I'm just going to abruptly end the meeting. No, that's not going to happen. I have a question to everybody now. One more question, and that share with me your first day with your girlfriend or fiance, whosoever it is. So who's just going to share your experience?
So I'm
Let me
going to
see how.
switch off my video.
I was just looking for this kind of um expression or this response from you, Sagar, Tosma Sagar. But I'll just definitely call you out if nobody
Oh,
shows up.
don't
So
have
yes,
anyone.
I want to see the responses from anyone. Is there anyone who is just raising his or her hand? Bhavita, okay. And who else? Okay, so I'll just have the two of the views. So first, I'll just call Bhavita, who will be just sharing her experience when she first met with her maybe to be your date. I would better call it as a date. First day at date. Will that be okay? Okay, so Babita, please share your experience of first date.
Okay. So it's very actually I gave this speech also that my first day with crush, if anybody knows, in my speech. I still remember that we had a very like I don't know like how to explain that, but he was like we were actually tuition mates. We met, and I liked him. Like I had some feelings for him, but he was always like a doubt mate for me. That can you just solve this question? Can you just solve this question? And I was like that, is there a doubt chart on my face that whenever you look at me, only doubt arises from your mind? I was like, he likes me or not? Like, I was just counting on fingers at whether he likes me or not. And then we met after 2 years again. Like, it was just a formal message, like, let's meet now. And we met. And again, I just dressed up so well. I had some plans, like I'll be well dressed and all. And some butterflies were also there, like I am meeting my crush, who I like. But there was not something from his side. And then we met. I also, I was in like, I have to impress him now. How I have to impress him? I took my car, and I, because I that only thing I know was how to drive and how to impress that person. It went wrong all in all the way, because I so
Yeah, so I
the
would
way
say
I
that
impressed him, it was like what I thought, it went all wrong. It was like that. It was not a date. It was from my side. It was just a date, and for him, it was like a meet only.
thank you, Toastmaster Babita, for sharing a wonderful personal story. Okay, so it's always like when you just express your personal story, you can actually feel, the audience can actually feel the kind of excitement, the kind of gloom in your eyes. So a lot of things you audience can actually feel. Like why I actually felt the kind of shiverness you were having when you were just talking about that boy, your first meet, the car you bumped in, when you just tried to impress your date. I would say a date in your opinion, but it was just a normal meeting for him. But that's okay. So very well done. Now I would like to call Toastmaster, our beloved Toastmaster Sagar, to talk about your first date.
I don't have any. I've never
Oh my
been through.
God!
I have a girlfriend.
Don't.
The true reality of my life.
Still,
I don't have any.
is this really true that you haven't met any girl, like not a date, but just the very first time you're meeting a girl in a separate place, like some kind of restaurant somewhere else, like having candlelight dinner or not?
Oh, candlelight. Candlelight would certainly call a girlfriend, right? I don't. I don't think so. Yes, I go out for a meal or two with my friends who are girls, but never on a romantic thing or so. So that's like being with another brother also. So it's nothing different.
Okay,
So
so
no
now like
experience here.
so okay, perfectly okay. I completely understand that. Like nobody can even believe, but I can surely say
Tragedy
that.
of
Okay,
life.
if someone is saying that kind of firm words that he hasn't having a date yet, I completely trust you, boy. Not a problem. And I hope that you'll have your date soon, first date soon, and you'll share your experience with me at least. Okay. Now coming to next part. Okay. So you guys must be thinking like, okay, the evaluations are over, a lot of blabbering about and a lot of talks about first date and all things are over. But no, meeting is not yet over, because all the table topic speakers who were thinking like they have done wonderful job. Yes, they have done a wonderful job, but they always have some scope of improvement. And for that, we have our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Sonal on the stage. So let me welcome Toastmaster Sonal on the stage for evaluating table topic speakers. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Madhu for wonderfully elaborated about table topic session and the table topics itself, which were completely different. Everybody was surprised by the topics, and she remembered about polling as well, and the qualification for polling. So, congratulations, Toastmaster Madhu. Coming to speaker, Toastmaster Sagar, he thought immediately and he connected his topic with his real life new normal, and nobody could even think that "Am I Audible" can be name of a child, and he thought it and he shared his thought with all of us, and he utilizes time fully. So that's it for Toastmaster Sagar. coming to second speaker, Toastmaster Bhavyata, she immediately connected her topic with her different names people call her, and she could connect more and could speak more. It happens that we just think of a single thing and speak on that, and so we it happens sometimes that we cannot speak more, but with practice and with more and more participation, you can do it. So coming to third participant, Toastmaster Pooja and Toastmaster Mehul, both Mehul acted like a lazy person who doesn't want to come out of his shell, and Pooja was like an active person who wanted to share movie in a theater. When she was speaking, we could imagine a theater. We can see she shared that watching movie in a theater will be great due to sound effects and due to big screen. And one recommendation for Mehul is that before when you both were speaking, before handing over the stage to Madhu, you could ask Pooja to speak more when you didn't have anything to speak. Then or Pooja could connect more or speak more when Mehul hand over the screen to Toastmaster Madhu. Coming to Toastmaster and Toastmaster Amit and Toastmaster Dilip, they both Dilip immediately got in the shoes of a teacher, and Amit immediately performed the role of a naughty student who made lot of excuses, which were really perfect according to the scenario. And I don't have any recommendation for both of you. Coming to last participant, Toastmaster Mehul, um, he spoke about the app he see in the morning, and he perfectly elaborated everything about that app. The only one recommendation is that he could speak more about the and utilize his time fully. That's it. Back to TMOD Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonal, for such an like crisp and effective table topic speeches evaluation. And really, I could see improvement in your impromptu speaking. Like your R's and answer have really come down, and that's a positive point for you. Okay, so now this is it for the evaluation section. Now, coming over to the end of this meeting, I have a very nice activity with you all. Can you guess what? You will have you all will have to think about any incident in your life which actually was your first experience, and you are someone who always want to cherish those memories. Just think about that very first experience of your life, be it any experience,
Abhilash, can
and
you
just tell.
repeat the question?
Okay, the question is that you will have to think about your any of the experience, first experience, which you always want to cherish.
We have to say,
You want me to say it again?
that like share that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. So that one moment you always want to cherish. Okay, and that was your first experience in your
Actually, all first experiences in all defined areas, like
life.
will be cherished.
Okay, so that means you don't have any bad experience ever.
No, if they are bad, you are learning from that. Even they are, and if they are good, you cherish those moments. Like
Yeah, I'm
something
just
is
always I'm just looking for the good moments only.
okay, good
Not
ones.
bad.
Toastmasters, first Toastmasters day.
Others, please just give us few words about your first experience of anything. Okay, which you always think that is going to help you out with any kind of betterment of
May I?
yourself. Yes.
So it was the experience of rafting. I have been to Rishikesh 2 years back.
Mhm.
So it was my first experience. Actually, I have been there a long time ago when was I was very small, so I was not allowed to do rafting. So I very upset. But so long after the time I able to join, being too much capable to join. So when I
Did you?
actually did,
Mhm.
so the thing happened. The instructor told us the river will be 50 feet down, and the boat may turn around in the water, and you may fall in the water. Okay, I was like, okay, I have to make a second thought whether to join or not. When the thing happened, the boat actually turned over in the water. What the thing is, he actually did by his own self to
Mm.
have a next level of craze in the experience.
Yeah, that
So
happened.
thing is, he said the life jacket is very good thing to have. So it was really amazing experience overall.
Did you do the cliff diving there? Cliff. No.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no. I have planned for next time.
I've been to rafting like around 7 to 8 times, and it's really a wonderful experience, I must say. And that cliff diving is such an experience you will never miss out in your future.
I also
Okay,
want to share something, Abhilash.
I'll just give you turn again. Let me just hear it from other guys. Guys,
I
anybody want to share?
yeah.
Yes, Sunil, please.
I want to share my experience of trekking. Once I went to Himachal and we decided to trek and then do paragliding. So it was a long trek and I was completely tired. I was cursing who the hell said me to do trekking and then the paragliding couldn't be completely go for paragliding by shortest route possible, but those are the memories which I always cherish. And the moment we saw the paragliding ground and we took paragliding ride, that was completely different, because there was no surface, no floor beneath my feet. And other than that, bungee jumping experience was wonderful. Before doing bungee jumping, my feet were shaking, and but I decided to do that and I could do that. Those are the experiences which I always cherish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. Bungee jumping is in my list, and I'm going to live those moments when I'll be just jumping from that height, and that is gonna be phenomenal, I must say. Yes, Toastmaster Pooja, share your experience in few words quickly.
So my first would be like today's ice breaking speech. That will be the best memory for me. And second thing is like in my college when I gave my first stage performance in dancing. So the dance, it was about street dancing. When I like we had this group and we went to the university, and there was continuous hooting, but yeah, that was the best memory. Like I will cherish it forever. Thank you.
Okay, okay, I think that's it. I have just okay, Bhavita, you want to say it one more time, like just quickly. Let's wrap it up soon.
Yeah, so it is similar to Sonal. Like it was not trekking, but it was when in my ninth class I first saw hills through my eyes. It was my first experience, hill station experience. I went to Kanatal, which has a very around 6,000 something feet, and it was in the month of 2013, I guess, when there was Uttarakhand tragedy. And um, 2 days before this tragedy, we were on the hills of Thalonti, and somehow we managed to came back home safely. So it was that experience. We had a wonderful experience in Kanatal, but we had no clue that something bad is happening after 2 days in this um, Uttarakhand.
That was a literally tragic moment for
Yeah.
everybody. Let me share you. मेरी एक भांजी है, and she lost her whole family. मतलब शादी के बाद her actual family, सास ससुर, बड़े वाले भैया और सब everybody lost their lives in that tragedy. So that was really tragic actually. So let's not talk about that. But yeah, so what I can say that It has it. Okay, so how did the meeting go? How did you find this meeting as of now, guys? This experience, not the first experience I know, but you like the meeting, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so now
Inspiring.
let's just let's come to this. This is the end of the meeting, and we have already discussed a lot of experiences with each and everyone, and it was really good to just listen what other people have their in experience list. So there are a lot of experience. A lot of people are actually excited to just talk about their personal experiences, and that's great. So now coming to voting. Let's come to the vote for best evaluator. Guys, can I have votes
After,
on my?
shall we be having both for same or first time, like
Sorry.
evaluation only, or
Yes, evaluation. I think we have done table topic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's have for evaluation, and then we'll have our report, also reports. Are we done? Toastmaster Digant? Toastmaster Digant, are we done?
yes, we are almost done. Madhu and sorry, Amit, can you share with me your vote also?
Okay. Okay. It's time to just call our tag team. Who will be just presenting his reports about the timings, ahs, ums, and all, and the grammatical mistakes we made, or whatever we have used as a um, great sentences and all we have used in our speeches. So let's first call our grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Mehul.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhilash. So there's a lot of grammar used in today's session, and I don't find any much errors in today's session. So I will move forward to use of great and grammars, which are as follows: primitive, wondering, giggling, and exploring, flowering, morning, capabilities, peer pressure, stammer, think on your feet, hazard, track, dizziness, cherry on cake, and fragmented. Thank you. And over to
Okay,
you, Toastmaster
thank
Vilash.
you, thank you, Toastmaster Mehul, for like crisp and precise report. Now I'd like to call our counter of the day, Toastmaster Dilip.
Uh, Hi TMOD. I would like to share my screen. Digant, can you give me permission for sharing screen? Okay, I am reading out. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Digant. It is visible my screen. Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
I am starting with Pooja. Pooja, she did very good job, and in her speech only I found two pause and three are, and Digant, in his speech only two pause, and Mehul only two pause, and Madhu two pause, and in Mehul speech I found three only, and Sonal took 5 in her uh, experience sharing of flight, first time flight, and 30 are in her second session of evaluation session, 13 and 2 pause. Bhabbata took 6 are in her evaluation, and 0 for sharing her experience, first crush experience, and 4 pause in her evaluation session, and Sagar speech only 2 and 1 pause. That's from my side. Thank you.
Thank,
Over to
thank
you,
you,
team.
Toastmaster Dilip, for such a report. So we always have that kind of paper and pencil and just counting those items, and you have just done it in through Excel, and that's a good job.
Thank you.
Job very well done, and you actually pinpointed that at what points the people were using pause and very job very well done. Okay,
Thank you.
now it's
Thank
time
you.
to call our last role player of the day, and that is Toastmaster Amit Panda, who will be just sharing the report of a time.
Yeah, just a second. Mm, okay. So everyone is able to see my screen, right? Yeah, everyone is able to see my screen.
Yes, yes, I can see.
Yeah. So so the schedule which is shared by Digant, I think the whole meeting is on time, approximately on time. So in the Oxrol player, the Dilip took 59.97 seconds. Mehul take 2 minutes 25 seconds. Pooja took 6 minutes and 57 seconds in her speech, but it's her first time, so it is great. Uh, if I talk about Digant, it is fabulous. Though he take more time, but it is fabulous, Digant. When we go to table topic, Madhu took total 2 minutes 22 seconds to introduce or navigate all the participants, where Saga took 2 minutes 11 seconds, Bhavyata take 1 minute 3 seconds, Mehul and Pooja both together take 1 minute 25 seconds, Amit and Dilip both together take 3 minutes, and Mehul alone takes 59 seconds. If you talk about evaluators, then Bhavyata take 2 minutes 29 seconds, Sonal take 3 minutes 24 seconds, and Sagar take 3 minutes 5 seconds. That's all from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for such elaborative report. And this is a good tool which you have incorporated in your reporting, and really it is working fine.
Thank you.
So, like when I just heard that, okay, 59 second, 59.97 seconds. So
Yeah.
I was like that, how can someone just capture this kind of calculation? Then I just thought, okay, it's that creative tool which Toastmaster Digant has already incorporated that in our Toastmaster meeting. Commendable job. Okay, so with this, I think that we can have the votes for the best role player today. Toastmaster Digant, can you please launch the polling for best role player? Are we done, Toastmaster Digant? Toastmaster Digant. Okay, I think we are good then. Okay. So now with this, I believe that we are at the close of this meeting now. Whatever I've shared with you, that was all I had for today's meeting, and now I just pass my pass this stage or your virtual stage to our presiding officer. Over to you, Toastmaster Madhu. Thank
Can we
you.
have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Abhilash? You can unmute yourself. yes, Delhi Toastmasters meeting is incomplete without an applause. So this is what it should be. Keep on going. So thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash, for taking this theme for today's meeting. You actually took us back to our first time experience and made us realize that yes, it is important to sometimes uh, goes back into the flashback memories and just uh, enjoy the moment. So this was for today's meeting. Yes, we are waiting for the results. Yes, till the time Toastmaster Digant is preparing. Eh, does someone wants to say something?
Yes, of course. I'm always there to say something. Yeah. So I just wanted to say, yeah, it's glad now the group has actually started enjoying the things, and since we have now hybrid meeting of offline and online, so we can see that zest and zeal and the excitement growing up. And one special commendation for our TMOD of the day. He usually said to me last time, he said to me that when you are the TMOD, you interact with people, you engage the audience, you do things so that it doesn't get boring. And isn't it true for him today? He made sure that yes, it was an interactive meeting. He had to say impromptu things, and he did it. So this is the best part of being a TMOD. You get to do things impromptu, and when you can do that, it takes your confidence to the next level. Believe you me, it will help you in table topic. It will help you in real life. It will help you everywhere. Right? If I'm speaking right now, sometimes when I'm speaking, and sometimes I'm thrilled by myself. That is it me who's this speaking, and then I lose my thought. Oh my god! Then I lose the thought of train. So it happens, but if you keep on doing it, it is the best thing that you can do. So take up as much as TMOD you can do. Take up as much of table topic sessions you can do. It will help. And congratulations, Abhilash.
Thank you,
It was a
Toastmaster.
different feel today.
Very true.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, Toastmaster Digant, are we done with the results?
No, I think you are just forgetting that best role player award. You need to call it out to just vote for best role player.
Yes, so Toastmaster Digant must be releasing the poll soon for the best role player. So I'll be sharing you my polling for the best role player, Digant. So yes, are we good to go, Toastmaster Digant?
I'm not hearing his voice since long. I've been just calling his name.
I'm just please one. Just give me 1 minute. I am
Okay,
setting up the
yeah.
certificates. Please just 1 minute.
Yeah, it's a hectic task, believe you me. That is why I never did. So he's
There's
imagining it.
something special about today's meeting, as I can see that everyone have switched on their videos. So looking like
So
as we
can we click one picture like
yes we can,
Yes.
yes we can study.
Anybody who has a
And
laptop, please do the honors.
I believe that okay, so like we managed to just finish meeting on time or before time
Yes,
because I thought of okay, so I was just going so fast. I thought that I'll just end this meeting in 1.5 hours. And
Yeah.
I just thought of no, it should not be the case.
The
This is
Fast and
DTM.
Furious. The Fast and Furious
The
version.
DTM meetings are meant to be a long meeting. So I
Yeah. A
like
sprint.
kept myself pushing. Okay, just go 10, 5, 7 minutes more and all. And I engaged all of you people, and then it was commendable in last that you guys all shared your experiences.
And
if
guys,
It
you
was
can
great to
also
hear.
anybody
Yeah,
give
has
in.
laptop can click one picture
Yeah,
so that we
please.
can
I
post
don't
on
have.
social
Because
media.
I also don't have that. So
I do
anybody who
have.
has a laptop, yeah, Mehul would do
Yes,
the honors.
Delete,
yeah,
delete.
Smile,
I am.
smile, everybody.
Small.
Smile.
Have done.
Digant,
Thank you.
look here, Digant.
The VPN is busy. Sorry, you can't trouble him.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool,
guys.
amazing.
Thank you.
Are we good with the results? Just
Let him do it. He'll announce. Don't worry. Don't put him under pressure. He left a few hairs on his head, and
yeah.
that will disappear.
I have really good commendation about the EC new EC. They
Yes,
have been doing such a
definitely.
wonderful job. Be it BPPR, be it BP Education, be it President.
True.
You guys are
We
doing
get
really
that
a marvelous
post.
job. Trust me.
We get that post every day. Ad nauseum. We can say clapping. Ad nauseum clapping. We keep on doing it. Yes. New words. I'm putting in my
Ad
dictionary. Don't
newsip.
worry.
Ad newsip.
So
Yes.
Toastmaster Digant is showing thumbs up. So it seems that certificates are ready. Is
Mhm.
it?
Or he could have said that. Thank you for appreciating the new AC. Other guys, you can also speak. This is the free time. You can pitch in. You can say something.
Just 1 second. Madhu will be announcing the result, and she will be announcing the role players, and I will be just going for the slides.
Okay.
She will be announcing the prize.
Right.
Sure. So, any guesses for best table topic speaker?
Sagar.
So it could be
I
Mehul.
believe Dilip and Amit, they were like phenomenal.
Deep and Amul are also there.
As every one of you are participating, you can surely say out your name.
Everybody will say their name.
Yeah. So, the best table topic speaker goes to
Sagar Narayan. Congratulations, Sagar.
Hey, thank
Congrats,
you.
Sagar bhai.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So, next goes any guesses for the best evaluator?
Bhavyata.
Bhavita.
Sagar.
Bhavyata.
Sonal is also there.
Yeah. Sonal is also there. So
Yes.
we'll take Sonal and Bhavyata.
No, Sagar is always there. When Sagar comes, he wins.
No, it's not the
That
case.
it's not
Let's
the
see.
So,
case, believe you me.
Let's
the
see who
best
wins now.
evaluator for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster Bhavyata.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told
Bhavita.
you.
Yeah.
And,
Look.
and, and
Y-
Okay,
Your
congrats.
statement
there
went
is
wrong.
a twist.
So
Congrats, Babda.
so
Oh, to
seems
Sagar and Bhavita.
it seems
Sagar is there.
Congrats.
mentor and mentee. So
Both
mentor
of,
and mentee are both are there.
yes, Toastmaster
But
Sagar.
I didn't have any role to play in her this. It was really fantastic one today. She was
Yeah, it was good,
her best.
Bhavita.
Yeah.
Next is any guesses for best auxiliary role player?
Amit.
Tough choice. Actually,
Myth.
all of them were great.
Tough.
Yes, it was a tough
Mehul.
competition.
So that could be any one of them.
Okay,
And maybe a joint
Things
one.
were good.
Maybe all
let,
or three of them jointly winning it.
best auxiliary role player goes to Toastmaster Amit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Toastmaster.
Amit.
So his
Thank you.
first auxiliary role player or second?
Again, wait. The second aux role player is Toastmaster Mehul. So we have the two best aux role players today, Toastmaster
Wow.
Mehul.
I believe both of them are doing it for the first time or the second time.
First
Yes.
time. First time.
Yeah, first time. Great job, guys.
Great job, guys.
Next,
That's how we learn, right? And that's how we just get
Yes.
great.
yes, actually. So last but not the least, best role player for today's meeting.
Abhilash.
Toastmaster Madhu.
Oh, no.
He
Toast
straight away said vehemently, no.
it's none other than RTM OD Toastmaster Abhilash. Congratulations, Abhilash.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay. So she has also released the best speaker. Okay. Who has
Yeah, you
released
can
it?
just share.
It went away.
It was Toastmaster Digant, right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank
Let the president do the honors.
Yes, yes.
So thank you everyone for joining us today. It was great, lovely, and what more to say? Like it was fantastic meeting, and see you in next meeting, offline meeting,
Offline.
YMCA.
Yeah.
See
And
you.
please mention that we have like potluck also.
Yes, yes, everyone.
Yeah.
There's a potluck for next meeting. So everyone can come up with something. Uh, you can
I'll
make
build my appetite. I'll build my appetite for the next meeting. Please let me know who is getting what.
everyone.
Please let me know how many people are going to come there. I will bring according to that.
We'll, yes. So I
As
guess
of
EC will do that. EC will do that. We'll get a confirmation soon that how many people are joining, and then we'll get to eat a lot of things.
Great, great, great.
looking forward to see you all in next meeting. Till then, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Um,